It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Be
forward.
like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
I'm Anis. I live in Cape Town and I work in finance. I'm a gay.
Hi, I'm Zishan. I work in conservation services. And yeah, I'm also what you said.
I'm Shiraz, I'm a marketing manager and originally from Cape Town and recently moved back here from Pretoria where I studied, yeah.
I am Ashley.
I am Glenn and I'm also a conservationist in Cape Town.
Hi, I'm Warren May. I'm a professional ballet dancer.
There are prejudices out there. I just don't feel them. And I don't know if that's a condition of my socioeconomic box or just because I ignore it. But I don't feel it.
I think I definitely, I've lived in 2 different provinces in the past 10 years and compared to Gauteng and like comparing it to Cape Town, it's, you feel it so much more here than what you do there because people are so open-minded and everyone's like, oh no, it's okay, yeah, you're walking down the road and everything else is either a bunny or Morphe or something of the sort and it's like, okay, and if you're not in the like entertainment industry, it's really not okay. So yeah, so that's my opinion on it and yeah, I definitely do feel it. So
My industry is well very butch. So butch they let lesbians in. So So yeah, well, I seem to be accepted there mainly because of professionalism. It's just not legal to be to be against it.
I'm involved in a artistic industry where seeing a male dancer in tights is very much considered gay. I work with a lot of straight male ballet dancers and majority are straight. But for people who are not educated in the artistic industry of classical ballet, we still do feel a lot of pressure from the public.
for me it's not cool. I try and like turn a blind eye and like, you know, walk down the streets, throw my man bag over my shoulder, but it's cool.
Yeah.
But you really can't. Can you really do that every single day and not have it affect you? So I don't know.
I think I've just been through really very much a lot in my life. Ever since I was in primary school up to high school, I was always the bullied boy on school for going to ballet, doing drama. And even outside of that, if I just had to walk down in the street on my way to the shop, I still get a lot of people pointing out that I'm gay. I still get the remarks, but I think life has hardened me so much that it doesn't affect me at all.
I've never had that kind of thing walking down the road and somebody coming to me and saying like, you know, any kind of discrimination or expletive related to me being gay, because most people, if they just meet me or funny oogaf, they won't see that, okay, that guy is gay. And in the industry that I'm in also, I mean, as I was saying, like, I worked in Kruger National Park for 9 years.
Yes.
There's, you know, with a gun. I wear khaki daily. There's nothing more un-gay in the world than that. And so the pressures are difficult. It's almost like coming out for me was really a big surprise to a lot of people and a really big disappointment, because they don't even see any sort of like telltale signs. So it really knocks them.
I will just ignore you, or I don't feel nothing, because for me it's you just a person is me, is who cares what you say.
Yeah, I think the one thing that made me very strong against that was the fact that my parents, my family, they accepted me from day one. They knew that I was gay. My situation is kind of funny because I didn't tell my mom I was gay. My mom came to me and told me I was gay. Like she knew. She saved
Oh, that wish that happened to everybody.
she saved me that pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I've got two older sisters, and I was always seen as the third sister because we've got like a very young brother, and it's like they became your backbone. They became my backbone. I mean, my one sister's married, and I mean, even her husband, he was the first one that said, "Look, we just have to support him. Yeah. That is who he is, and that's what he wants to do with his life, and so it be it." And I mean, so it's very important. I mean, my dad, I always say my relationship with my father is like admin based. Yeah. How much money you can send me when I needed one, please call me. That means I need money. So, that's really what it is. Because I mean, you can't really sit your dad down and be like, Dad, look, I'm into the exact same thing you have. So yeah, that is how it is. It's, I don't know. For me, no, not gonna happen. And I just don't see the need to discuss it with him. If your mom's there and your sisters are there, then it's all good.
I'm very fortunate in that my family, even though I come from an Islamic tradition, are more liberal than what's commonly accepted or thought of in Cape Town. So I was lucky.
I come from like an arch-conservative tribe of a Christian family, and it's basically it's no-go. So in the last year or so, I've become slowly alienated, I suppose, but I suppose a lot of that had to do with the way I dealt with things as well, because sometimes you just want to force people to accept you, and even though speaking with logic they should, humanity has never worked on logic, and it's cool having the constitution, so you know that you can protect yourself, the law protects you.
When I do walk down the street or I'm on my way to work and someone throws a remark at me, and then I think to myself, but this is Cape Town, why are so many people still seeing it a problem? Why is someone throwing a remark at me when it's supposed to be so, being gay is supposed to be so common?
But what are you doing when they throw comments at you?
I do absolutely nothing. I ignore it. I'm not gonna.
Because people always judge you the way you.
I don't know, nothing.
No.
Why you perform?
After they throw the comment, what are you saying to them? Like, how are you making them aware of the fact that they shouldn't be insulting you like that?
I don't do anything because I don't have anything. I don't have anything to say. I just look at them as being uneducated and stupid.
Very narrow. It's like they live here where everyone else is like living there, and you're like 10 steps ahead of them and they're so behind. I always think of it like, if only you knew how much I get paid, because you are standing at that bus, you're going to stand at that bus for the rest of your life. So, that's...
It's not only about that. It's not only about being aware of the fact that he's less educated than you and therefore more judgmental. It's not about that. It's about people standing up for what they believe in and what they perceive to be as part of their personality and who they are. And I think it's a problem with gay boys and gay girls in that as young kids they've been bullied or pummeled down, so they're more submissive, so they just take it and roll with the punches. But the thing is, you have to stand up and say, why are you saying that?
Challenge the opinion.
You need to challenge the opinion.
Life is made, Anis, life. I'm going to be honest with you. Talking from someone that has been like stoned in my community, has been stabbed on the way to a ballet class. It's made me so hard that I really couldn't care anymore. I don't. And I am the total opposite character to what Glenn is, because being trained for 10 years, so I'm walking down the street and I'm just on my own mission, but there I am naturally with this very tall, elegant posture. I don't really want to walk down the street. Okay, I'm going to leave the house now, so I'm going to wear the baggiest clothes that I can, and I'm going to walk the butchest way that I can. So, hoping this will...
Skinnier than you, and I don't let
But I don't think it's about
over me like
it's about you being who you are, but then at the same time asserting yourself in the community in which you operate. So when someone comes up to you as elegant and graceful and beautiful as you are, you're able to hit back at them and challenge them for what they're saying.
No, my thing is just some people are out there to look for attention, so they enjoy it when you give a comeback. So they can throw something at you and it becomes a war. So why should I waste my time when I've got so much other important things to do?
You don't want to facilitate something where it's a mob effect. Because like
Yes.
often, like that one instance I was telling you about when a whole lot of us went out and that Bucky passed us.
Oh yeah, that.
And like because because now I'm standing with people that are more visibly gay than I am, and so I'm new to this. People throwing comments like Moffy and whatever.
Yeah.
So it actually hits me so like I'm a teenager again. I'm paralyzed by it because I'm not used to it when by association a mob throws a comment at me and the people that I'm with. I don't know how to react to it, besides physical violence, but they were driving away. No one has ever come to me personally and called me Moffy.
Well, you should consider yourself lucky.
Because I will murder them.
Well, you should consider yourself really lucky. I was just on my way to I was on my way from a ballet class, and then it was just someone that was walking next to me, and then started insulting me, and I ignored, and then he got me down to the ground, started kicking me around violently, and he had a knife on him, and but I had the feeling that he tried to scare me. He just tried to scare me.
You didn't take it.
Huh?
Are you straight now?
No, it didn't work. And then I couldn't fight back. He had a weapon, and he just, he took a lash at me with a knife. And then a few months later, there was a group of guys on the corner of the street, and they threw stones at me, and I didn't want to go home and tell my mom this had happened. I don't know, I just didn't. I mean, the stabbing thing I did, but the stoning thing was just I was just looking at it as my artistic life. This is what I have to go through. This is the punishment I have to take in my community. Well, not that I have to take it. I could have stood up for myself and say, stop it, it's hurting my feelings, and I don't appreciate the way I'm being treated right now. But my mind is always on a mission, and I don't mean to sound arrogant, but I am naturally very confident, and I try to look past those kind of things.
In Cape Town being the insular, cliquey kind of place that it is, if you're gay, you can just lose yourself in the gay world. And then there's just little bits of where you have to deal with the rest of sort of like sub-economic straight scum, and then but
Why is it sorry?
gays aren't necessarily politically correct. But then you have to deal with that kind of thing, and I don't necessarily have to rub shoulders with it. When I do encounter it, I try and control my anger usually to try and be more civil and set some kind of example. Because if aggression meets aggression, then it's pointless.
I work in an industry where every day I'm walking down the street with a takeaway coffee and a bunch of Elle magazines. And the guy in the corner that's selling the newspaper, he is from a northern suburb that I will not mention. And like, he's all that he can think of. The only word that can come out of his mouth is, "Hey, Jay, yo, Bunny." And it's like, okay. But then I'm walking into the office and it's okay. So for me, it's like,
a different story. He's
how
talking
do I-
now like in someone who's
how do
trying
I-
to stamp him and
No, but what I'm trying to say is that how do you, it goes back to what you said. Like retaliate, or if someone discriminates against you, it's like,
Use your words.
I honestly, I don't, because I don't want to entertain that, because what do I say back to him? "Hey, Jay, your newspaper seller." I can't exactly say that. It just
And
would
it's
be...
a very tempting thing to do.
It is, because,
I have done it
because you
so
think
many
to
times.
yourself,
Especially like the type of people that, I've worked hard for what I've got.
Yes.
I am traveled, I am well read, I have a master's degree, and I'm a professional.
Exactly.
Now you
Why
get
do you
some
wanna
snot
act
list
like-
that wants to
yeah.
say, and then the most easy thing to do is to get on your classist horse
Yes.
and hit down. But then that just swaps one type of discrimination for another.
Yeah, that's so true.
And that's
you
why
kinda
it's
stoop to their
counterproductive,
level,
and anger makes you do that.
Why do you
Then
want
what's the solution? Do we just take it and like let someone insult us for no good reason? Do we insult him back? Or do we...
Insult him back.
I mean, dialogue, but dialogue.
That also doesn't work.
That's not an opportunity for dialogue, though. You know what I mean? It's because it started out in anger. I don't know what you do. When people go on with their lives.
In my personal experience, like ignoring it, but then doing it in a way like, I don't know, like with some authority, it sort of neutralizes the opposition or the insult or whatever. So the guy doesn't have a choice but to listen to you. My dream is to be professionally successful.
My dream is quite, well, the white picket fence and the two kids running on the lawn.
That's why I love you.
And after work every day, just being happy with the person you love.
My dream is just to be content with everything in my life, with what I do, what I achieve, my family, my friends, and yeah, just to be content, because I feel there's still a lot that I need to do in life, you know, to be a bit more content. So yeah.
My dream is to be fully glam and in all places in having he's all around the hotel and be famous all over.
My dream is there's not sort of like one goal in the future. It's
Fully glam.
daily contentment.
Fully book in.
And daily comfort and access to the people that I want to be around and the people that I love.
My dream is to just always inspire people artistically, emotionally,